I have very good credit, as you can see, but what does that really matter? I created this video because I have a monthly subscription with Experian. They charge about $25 a month to monitor my credit. They'll let me know if anyone is trying to get into my credit accounts or if my account is being hacked. They allow me to put a freeze on my credit. I'm able to monitor not just Experian, but all three of the credit bureaus, as well as TransUnion and Equifax. And I do get monthly credit reports for all three, at least one a month that I can see for TransUnion and Experian and Equifax. I would say though that Experian does seem to refresh daily, unlike the other two. But either way, it is a great service. I pay $25 a month for that. However, I recently received a notification that the $25 was unable to go through my bank account, and they weren't able to process and was asking me to update my payment method so it could be processed. And that kind of sent I don't know, question, if you want to call it, to myself as to whether I wanted to continue the service or not. Now, don't get me wrong, it is a great service. They're great, especially for the price, but it just got me thinking to what does it really mean anymore to have good credit or very good credit? Now, don't get me wrong, I am grateful to be where I am right now. I'm very grateful. I have worked hard to get to this point, though. I did educate myself on how credit works. I read some credit books. I watched many videos online and read articles about how it works to educate myself. And I worked hard to pay things down and even off to get to this point. But again, to go back to my original point, it got me thinking as to what does having very good credit really mean anymore? What has it ever meant? Is it just I can borrow more money and get further in debt at very good interest rates and very good payment plans and financing options? Is that what it means when mostly everything is based off of credit or owing someone else or being in debt to someone else these days? I asked Gemini, which is Droid cell phone users and Google's AI, what is credit? And it responded, credit is essentially the ability to borrow money or access goods or services now with the promise to pay for them in the future. It's a contractual agreement between a lender, creditor, and a borrower, debtor. It also says, in summary, credit is a powerful financial tool that allows you to make purchases and access funds when you need them, but it's crucial to understand the terms and use it responsibly to build a positive credit history. So that got me thinking, what about the American dollar? So I then asked Gemini, what backs the United States dollar? And I was told the US dollar is no longer backed by a physical commodity like gold or silver. Instead, it operates under a fiat system. This means its value is not derived from any intrinsic worth, but rather from the trust and confidence that the public has in the US government and economy. It also says the gold standard was gradually dismantled, and in 1971, President Richard Nixon completely severed the direct link between the US dollar and gold. This marked the definitive shift to the current fiat system. Also, unlike in the past, the US dollar's value today is based on the collective faith in the US government's ability to manage its economy and the widespread acceptance of the dollar in domestic and international transactions. This response would be laughable if it wasn't so sad and real and affects almost everyone in today's time. I may do a more extensive video on the American dollar later, If you want that, let me know in the comments, please. But for now, I'm just thinking to myself, if the American dollar is virtually worth nothing and haven't been since the 70s, then it goes back to my initial question as to what is credit? Really, what is credit? And what does it mean? Drop your comments below. Let me know what you think. Appreciate your time. And as always, y'all have a good one.